Okay, we are live YouTube live video. On my YouTube channel, I have 101 subscribers. On my channel, this channel, Tropical Storm Cristobal 2020 was the earliest third-named storm at the North Atlantic Ocean on record, breaking the record set by Tropical Storm Colin in 2016, which formed on June 5th. It is also the first Atlantic tropical cyclone to form in the month of June since Tropical Storm Cindy in 2017, and the first June tropical cyclone to make landfall in Mexico since Tropical Storm Donnelly in 2016. The third named storm of 2020 Atlantic hurricane season, Cristobal formed on June 1st over the Bay of Cambridge from a limit of Tropical Storm Amanda in Eastern Pacific Ocean. Cristobal then made landfall in the United States of Cambridge at 13:35 UTC on June 3rd, 2020, with sustained winds of 60 mile per hour, 95 km per hour, causing torrential rainfall throughout the region. It slowly recurved northward over Mexico and progressed into the Gulf of Mexico. Cristobal then made a second landfall over southeastern Louisiana at 22.10 UTC on June 7th, becoming the second earliest tropical cyclone to make landfall in Louisiana. The system progressed north through Mississippi Valley, managing to survive over the land as a tropical depression until finally become extratropical over southern Wisconsin, 3 o'clock UTC on June 10th, stand for 10 p.m. on June 9th. This extratropical low that moved over north past Lake Superior and the lake near James Bay before heading northeastward toward the Liberal Sea. Cristobal large size led to have impacts over much of Central America and Southern Mexico, as well as the most Gulf Coast of the United States. Combined with Amanda, Cristobal led to nearly a week of devastating rainfall across Guatemala, El Salvador, and southern Mexico, with 16 landslides and were reported across this area. Over 300 acres of crop were damaged in the Mexican state of Yucatan, and multiple Mexican oil platform and floating dock were damaged, leading to a damage estimate of US dollars at 184 million. Cristobal also causes drone death of citizens of Santa Maria, Cuba, and death of another Mexican citizen, which when a tree fell due to strong winds. In the United States, Cristobal caused multiple tornadoes and water sprouts and caused a 5-foot storm surge in Louisiana. It's also responsible for death 2 children in Louisiana to a strong wind current. Over Cristobal cost $341.5 million in damage and 4 fatalities. Meteorological history. On May 31st, 2020, the National Hurricane Center noted potential for tropical depression 2E is East Pacific Ocean reef developed in Patriarchal capital. That day, the depression threatened into tropical Southern America, which made landfall in Guatemala. Its low-level circulation dissipated by 21 o'clock on May 31st. It remained moved north and northwest to the Bay capital, continued to develop. On June 1st, National Hurricane Center estimated a 90% of redeveloped, while the system over the New Zealand Peninsula on 21st before midnight on that day, same day, the remaining America will develop into a tropical depression 3, and the National Hurricane Center begins advisory on it. The depression slowly moved west over Bay of Cambridge and slowly intensifies by 15 o'clock UTC, June 2nd, an Air Force Navigation Reserve Unit Hunter aircraft because in fact the system data from the flight from it to transit to tropical cyclone storm Super at 15:15 UTC that day. This marked the earliest third storm in the Atlantic. Beating the Wagasabai tropical storm Colin in 2016 of June 5th. Cristobal slowly strengthened as a stay nearly centering in the Bay of Cambridge that day. The storm began to strengthen quickly as near the Mexican coastline became more symmetrical with pressure dropping. At 30:35 UTC, reports the Hurricane Center aircraft indicates that Cristobal had made landfall at Alaska, Mexico, just the west of Carmen, with sustained winds of 16 miles per hour, with 95 kilometers per hour. Cristobal began to slowly weaken as the day on, while it pushed further southeast of Mexican state of Campeche, signified by degree in thunderstorm activity near the center. I'm back. On morning on June 4th, Cristobal weakened into tropical depression, while with a satellite appearance degraded. The depression lost most of the breathing feature to the prolonged interaction with land, and most is confusion with what's labeled the northeastern quadrant. Especially the depression moved northward at the faster pace than forecast, resulting in it getting better organized on satellite imagery. Cristobal entered Guatemala before starting to northward. As Cristobal moved further north away from the Nuskalan Peninsula with dry air and interact with upper low level to the east began to strip Cristobal of any central coefficient with most coefficient with displacing an east and north of the center of gradient Cristobal of a typical tropical cyclone structure. Wisconsin's aircraft found Cristobal light stronger in the afternoon of June 6, despite being poorly organized. Observation from the Natural Hurricane Center suggests Cristobal seemed more of a subtropical cyclone than a tropical cyclone during this period, with the stronger wind coefficient displaced well to the east of the center. Tropical storm Cristobal then made landfall June 7th at 5:10 p.m. CTT in southeast Louisiana, east of Grand Isles, at a wind speed of 15 per hour. Be 80 kilometer per hour, becoming second earliest storm to make landfall and newness on record, only behind tropical storm Erling in 1959. Okay, this last paragraph. This is the first live stream about this history of Cristobal, tropical storm Cristobal, the minimum tropical storm. Cristobal moved along the Mississippi Valley outward, passing over Arkansas, Missouri, Iowa, and Illinois before declaring extra trouble by the Weather Prediction Center at 3 p.m. 3 UTC on June 10th, that equal to evening 10 p.m. CTT on June 9th. Over southern Wisconsin, the last popular advisory issued by the Weather Prediction Center on Cristobal came later that morning at 9 UTC. At the time, the storm was located over the west upper peninsula of Michigan, moving toward on the northeast near 30 per hour, equal to 48 kilometers per hour, for Lake Superior and northern Ontario, Canada. Next 2 days later, on June 12th, the remained low that was covered across over Labor. Let's see, damage. This history of tropical storm Cristobal history. This first YouTube video. Stay tuned for click the bell icon for future live video and more video updates for this storm. Click the subscribe button for